Hey, welcome back to another episode of our regular heart-powered inspirational interviews. And as every single time, we have an incredible guest with us. And oh my God, this woman is so close to my heart. She calls in today from Lebanon. Can you imagine? And I've been there a couple of years ago. It's an incredible place, vibrant, joyful, full of life, full of business opportunities. So who is our guest today? She is a digital marketing expert. So, she really works with and startup mentor as well. And she supports really businesses that want to grow and startups that want to go and get to the next level by really using her digital tools and creating a lot of magic about how you can get their word out and how to deliver messages that really resonate with your ideal audience. It's as she knows, and I know, and a lot of you might know, it's actually really a perfect growth hack for your business to attract more of your ideal clients. So she has created and is running an incredible virtual agency. And right now, she's actually doing what she's doing with her clients, also for her own business. She's creating more and more online products and packages all her knowledge and wisdom into something that you can use in a greater way. So yeah, she's close to my heart. She's part of our tribe. She is an incredible inspiration and business mentor, and she is one of our digital marketing experts that make a lot of difference every single day. Great, welcome with me, Jennifer Kanaan. Jennifer, it's so great to have you with us today.
Thank you, Monique. Thank you for this wonderful introduction. Really happy to be here.
Great. So I know that it's not only in certain parts of the world, it's pretty much all over the world right now, what we are going through. So just share with everyone and with me and everyone here today with us, what are the things that you do right now to stay joyful and vibrant and in the vortex? What do you do?
You know what? It is something that is shared by everyone all over the world. So it is right now where we go back to the roots, to our communities, to the people who are dearest to our hearts, either in our families or even in our business. We go back to the people who share the experiences, other entrepreneurs, our communities, our tribe. I find a lot of value and support through our regular calls, our weekly calls, being with people who share the same journey as I feel like I'm not alone in this, and this gives me a lot of support and energy. And it's amazing how much being with the same people can really uplift your energy and your vibrations.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to have you as being part of our tribe. And everyone here, as you know, we have actually launched and created together with Jennifer and other amazing entrepreneurs, then the community which we call HeartPowered Global Nation, because I think there's a lot of entrepreneurs, speakers, experts, startups that want to actually bring their business to the next level despite the current challenges we are all facing. So, Jennifer, I know that you are part of the online world and you help your clients to actually go online and get their message out in a greater way online. What do you do specifically do right now? What are three things you do despite the current challenges we are facing to really bring your business to a next level? What do you do?
Uh, Actually, this crisis has brought us more to the real world. So we are not supposed to act as brands the way we used to do before, startups or even coaches or mentors or anyone. We're taking ourselves to the next level, and this is where we need to show our real authentic selves that sometimes we used to hide behind our social media platforms. So it's really important that we get rid of this extra and start being real and really provide value to our followers or even our potential, anyone who might just be interested in this content. So just be real, share a lot of valuable content, and just show that you care about your followers or your customers, because it's not business as usual. It's the opposite. This is the time where we put our followers and customers before our business. It's very important to show that real side of our businesses.
Absolutely. And you're saying the right thing. So one thing is really share a lot of value. how do we know, what is most valuable to people right now?
What works for me, and I think this works for a lot of people, we want to know that other people are going through the same thing, and it helps us to know how they're adjusting, whatever this is, even if it's on a personal level. If I'm lack of inspiration today, what is it that I do? If I am really not productive, or I don't know how to adjust my business to the current crisis, what are certain steps that I can take? Most of them apply worldwide. There's no more limits to countries or economy or businesses. We're all going through the same thing, and it really helps us a lot to read that other people are going through the exact same thing.
Yeah, beautiful. And you and I know that marketing today really only works when certain parameters are in place. And one of the important ones, that makes getting our message out there well and making sure that they're really received well is when we are truly authentic, right? No one wants to have these artificial, like out of the box, out of the template marketing messages anymore. We need to show up as being us. And what does it mean to you to be authentic with our messaging?
Well, when we start sharing part of the experiences that we're going through, this is where we show an authentic self. So when we start putting priorities other than businesses, we shouldn't share content on social media. It's basically just promotes our products. It should educate the audience. It should show why they need our products without really talking about it. And this is really challenging work, but at the same time, it's more real, more authentic. It's not marketing anymore. It's true, we call it social media marketing, but we're not at the time where marketing still works the same way it did 10, 20 years ago.
Oh, definitely. And even even 1 year ago, so much is changing all the time, right? When it comes to digital marketing. So I know that a lot of people say, well, yes, I would love to share more. I'd love to give more value. But I don't really know what to write about. What's the process, or what do you do with your clients to really find the topics that they can write about that is authentic to who they are, that is in line with what their business is about, and that is really giving their readers and people that watch it and take it in, that is great value to them. How can people find these little messages that they can share on a regular basis?
It's quite simple in a sense, because if we just take a step backward and just identify look back at who our audience is, who are we talking to? These people have so much challenges right now that we are going through exactly the same thing. What do they want to hear? What do they want? What do they need to know? What are the main important things? I'm just going to give an example for me right now. I think a lot of people are coming up with a lot of business ideas. And I've been thinking about this. How can I support these people by giving them exactly what are the steps for them to test this business idea? This is knowledge I have, and I know a lot of people will have right now, because this is the moment we all come together to be creative. So what are the certain steps that they would need to go through to validate, to make sure that this idea has a potential business market? And it is exactly what I'm currently sharing on my social media platform. So what are the different steps? What is the thinking? What are certain tools that they would need to confirm or validate their idea? And this is knowledge that can be helpful anytime, but is most helpful also right now.
Yeah, beautiful example. What other things do you see right now? I mean, there's so many things when I speak to my clients. Obviously, we have very in-depth, very intimate conversations. Not only really speaking from our mind, but really from heart to heart, and not only always speaking about business, but really about what's really happening in your life, with your family, with yourself, right now, and how can we stay positive and so on. So there's a lot of needs people have, that like how to, questions people ask, like, how can I stay positive and vibrant? And how can I stay focused? And how can I still feel like, to a certain extent, in control in what's happening in my world, at least? And there's also a lot of business questions, like, I have quite a few clients that have been working with people pretty much face to face most of the time, and now that's not possible. How do they go online? So what are some of the things that you see in the digital marketing world besides how can I think it's a perfect example you gave on I have so many business ideas. How do I validate which ones are really holding potential? What are other needs and challenges you see right now, especially in the digital marketing world?
One example, and I think this applies to a lot of people you mentioned, is that most people are used to doing face-to-face sales or lead generation, I call them, and they have to move to digital. And I think this is one way, so that this virus is one way to push us to really get outside of our comfort zone and do things the way, a new way, but also a new way would maybe stay the longest after this is over. So these are all challenges when it comes to our ways of doing things, but also things that we learn a lot from. But there is a lot of innovation in digital marketing. A lot of people are actually doing things differently. Instead of going to the gym, you can rent your equipment now and just stream the workout from home. Digital platforms are giving access to their remote tools because it's now the time where people get to test their products for free, and then if they want to use it, they stay after. So a lot of innovation is being done, and if we really look in depth into certain things, brands are changing their logos, doing different things where it just to emphasize the importance of social distancing. And I think every business, no matter how small, has this power to use any of their social media platforms to really, really lay across the same messages.
Yes. And you're right. I mean, there's so much innovation, right? Areas where we never thought that they would ever happen online, they are actually now happening online because there's no other choice, right? As you said, people streaming their sports exercises. I mean, there's Rumba and Zumba sessions online. I mean, there's orchestras actually playing individually and then they're putting it together, right? I mean, or, like spiritual teachers that are normally sitting there with thousands of people, now are actually all going online. I mean, there's so many areas where people haven't even thought and considered doing anything online that now, hey, a lot of new opportunities open up. So I know that, and it's great to have all of you here with us today. And I hope that Jennifer and I give you some inspiration on what you can do to step more up and to share your message in a greater way. So Jennifer, I know that there's a gazillion things people could do right now to get going, to share their message also online in a greater way. What is one thing they could do right away today in just to get them started? What can they do? What is one thing, one concrete action you would advise them to do to get started?
The only thing I can say is just, even if it's in personal life or in your business, share your experience with the world, because it resonates with so many people and you find that you're not the only one that's going through that. Whatever the experience is, positive, negative, whatever you learn, share it with the world.
Yeah, great. And what is one thing they can do today to start sharing?
Either through a social media post, a video. I know you're very good at these videos as well. It's more authentic. It shows the facial expression, the body language. Whatever means or platform you're used to, don't change. Go for the same one, but just go from the heart.
Yeah, I love that. And as you know, Jennifer, I know you're also a speaker, and so am I, even though we do a lot of speaking online these days. But, as they say, life is speech material, right? So we pick up something every day, we observe something, or we see something, or, we go through some emotions, or we struggle with something, or we succeed with something, or we have new insights. Whatever it is today, I suggest that you pick up what Jennifer is suggesting, and just think about what is one thing you're picking up today, one thought that went through your mind, one emotion that caught you, one new insight or learning or reminder that you captured that you feel was valuable to do today, and that could be valuable to others. Just do what Jennifer's saying, and just either write a Facebook post or a little LinkedIn post, or if you're more into video, maybe do a little Facebook live or something. Just start getting your message out there. Just think about, there's a lot of people out there that need to hear what you're going through and your insight just in this moment of time. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for being with us today. I know a lot of people want to know more about the latest and greatest hints and tips of the digital marketing world. How can they get in touch with you? Where can they find you?
They can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. I use a lot of Instagram. I do a lot of different type of posts on Instagram as well, because it's more versatile, but it's either LinkedIn or Instagram. Jennifer Kanaan.
Great. Great. So just look up Jennifer Kanaan, obviously. And Jennifer, it's been amazing to have you with us. I know it's a very busy time for you right now. And it's been great to have you with us. And, it's amazing how many people come back, every single time. Again, I hope we could inspire you in some way and just take this little step and see what happens. It will create magic, I can already share with you. So Jennifer, thank you for being with us. You all, thank you for being with us. And we'll be back with another episode of our heart-powered, inspiring interviews very soon. Have a wonderful day.